Let me see. So the best way I can say it is, I'm a pretty cool guy on wheels, right? You know? Basically, I am a director for a nonprofit which is called the Disabled But Not Really Foundation, where I promote fitness and nutrition for people with disabilities. I found that fitness and nutrition changed my life. I was 230 pounds when I first got injured, so that was 6 years ago. So I've actually lost over 100 pounds, and now I'm an adaptive athlete. I compete nationwide in bodybuilding and CrossFit, and I do inspirational speaking to people with disabilities, as well as just the communities all around, and just trying to empower everyone, show people what being yourself can actually. My beard is epic, thank you. But you know, trying to teach people how to really find yourself and do what you love to do and be all that you can be within yourself, and how much power that brings. So it's like really just, I do a lot, and I love it every day to inspire and motivate. So that's a bit, I guess that's a brief background of myself.
Promises don't mean much when you talk a lot. Put your head down, work until you find a route. Only trust the people who support it in the darkest spots. And then you work some more just to show.
No, this is like, I'm happy to be a part of it, you know.
You know, coming up, we need to partner together, do some other stuff. You're about the community, we're about the community.
Oh yeah.
So I think that when people about the community get together, things are limited.
Exactly. I love that word. I love that word, limitless, and that's what I believe. Actually, they'll be teaming up with us for Christmas Eve, because we put on a Hydrate the Homeless event, and we just get all the community together. We pack up care packages, get water, make sure, like, we got rolling coolers with ice, make sure they cold, and we split up in about 4 or 5 groups and hit the streets downtown.
On Facebook, we are here live at Margaret's Place with the Disabled But Not Really Foundation and Ladies Inspiring Ladies for our adopted food drive. We are so excited. Look at all the stuff behind us. For the families, the lower income families that need an extra love, a little extra food, families, and Kids to Be Neighborhood Academy. We came up with 200 toys, so each one of the kids at the school gets a toy wrapped up.
Yes.
So we were really excited. What you guys think? We did it, right?
Nah, this was a great event. For us, it was great to be able to give back and actually provide something for the youth in need, especially in our area, and show them that others care for them as well. So I'm very grateful for being a part of this. Hold on. Yeah, see, we got to get that pump.
Girl, I didn't know you had to.
All right, let's see.
All right, family. Wesley's here for his class.
All right, how you doing? I'm great.
So you gonna be working?
So I come every other Thursday and just do about 15 minutes of just some functional fitness, just trying to show what you can do, whether you're sitting or standing. Oh yeah, you want to get all the way up, huh, Bob? So you just want to do 5. I'm up here, so they probably got something from the last times I was here. Like, I think the first time I came, it was just how to create a healthy meal. So it was saying like protein and fats and carbs and things like that. So yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of just briefly read this, and you know, these are things that y'all already are getting here at the facility, but my main goal is to show you what to eat, or teach you what to eat when you're leaving here. You know, when you're at home and things like that. Like if you're looking at lunch, you know, whole wheat bread. Not a big fan of bread. Great friend of mine, he rejects bread so much that I just Shout out to Benton, right? But he rejects bread so much that it'll make me stop eating it. But
You don't make sandwiches?
nah, lettuce instead. But try it. It's pretty good to have a lettuce wrapped sandwich or burger or something like that. Oh man, it's all right. It's all right, you know. But that's the thing. Some of these things we don't know, and if we don't try it, we don't know how good it is, you know. And sometimes I'd rather prefer a lettuce wrapped sandwich or burger instead of bread, because bread is thick and it has all these. It does so much to your body, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. But on the basis of today, it's great in fiber. So bread does have fiber in it. What are foods that are high in fibers? You got vegetables, fruits, whole grains, nuts, oats, beans, and seeds. The benefits of fiber are amazing to your overall health. Like, you know, because it really helps with digestion. It helps with your blood sugar. So excellent. Well, thank y'all for having me. Like always, it's always great. So I'll see you guys soon, all right? All right, y'all have a good one. It's always good to just refresh people's memories or minds and let them know what's out there for you to eat, give you that education. I just believe that a lot of our community around here lack a lot of education when it comes to nutrition. So being able to provide that education to the ones that I feel that don't have it is a good feeling for me, and something that I don't mind doing every other Thursday. And hopefully I can come in a lot more and be more consistent with it and do some weekly things. So looking for 2018 as being a big year, especially at Margaret's Place. So excellent. I do a lot of weekly shopping to kind of manage like my foods and like my subs. Like, it goes back to just eating right. So, you know, for me, I eat so good in like a healthy manner that I'm eating foods that's giving me energy, you know? So I don't need to take a pre-workout every time I go to the gym. Only time I take a pre-workout is maybe when I just feel like I'm about to just go in for a couple hours, CrossFit days or something.
Intense,
yeah, but other than that, like I like to feed off of my natural energy. And so even
it's like a cycle that keeps going.
Exactly, because the body is just, your body gets used to it. Your body is it becomes that fuel. It starts to build that fuel, and then it's like it keeps it, you know what I mean? Like it stores fuel for the next day. And if you keep eating the right foods, then next thing you know, your body's storing so much fuel that's why some people can fast and not really have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Because their body has all this fuel that they didn't use for energy, like ketones and things, but it's the natural way.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what I really do when I eat, and it doesn't really make me want to have sups like that. Like I do BCAAs and things like that, but lately I've been getting them. Like,
They send them to you.
yeah, like different brands been sending them. I'm like, man, you know, I don't want coffee and add sugar and all this. Like, I don't want to do that. But if this MCT oil is going to give me like a taste of like cream, and I can use almond milk and not regular milk, like things like that, it makes me feel better about having it, and I feel better about the whole process of, you know, coffee. You know, because think about like when I first had coffee, I used to have it like man, just with all the extra sugar and espresso shots, like, yeah, and I realized that I didn't need that. You know, I didn't need it at all. And so when I got to that MCT oil and just constantly listening to podcasts and listening to people talk about the benefits of it, and for a long time I wasn't a fan. And then I started looking at the price, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should get some. And that was when on it, you know, I met one of the guys at my CrossFit competition in DC that actually works with them, and he was like, man, just reach out to me if you want to try it. And they actually gave all the athletes like these little bitty sample bottles. And so I'm like, okay, well, they were pretty good. You know, it was like the vanilla kind. I was using it constantly. They told me they was gonna give me samples and send me these big old bottles. Like, I'm like, this is not a sample, but thank you on it, because I love it, and I put it in my coffee. And I know that with growth, it feels great to know what growth is when you never knew or never figured it out when you were younger. So growth is like a big thing for me because I believe that we can grow every day by, experiences, by adding extra knowledge. Like a person that says that they're done growing or that they know it all just limited themselves to so many possibilities. And then like contribution is just like I just love giving back, man. Like my drive is to give back to anyone and everyone, and I don't care if you're homeless, a kid, someone with a disability. Like that's my goal. We're going to the barbershop. I can't wait.
Hello, hi boy.
Hey, get so good. In about 2 weeks, I quit.
You look good when you're done. Like, man, my outcast flow right now. So fresh is so clean. Let's do it. We ready to take an Instagram photo. Shout out Insta. I think this helps because it makes people more comfortable. Like even like you guys, just comfortable working with someone, like even like with a disability. And just knowing, okay, it's a process, but the process can be fun. Like just all those things that come along with it. So I think it's like, and the business world needs to know that someone with a disability, can have an everyday life. Like I don't have to have someone come and cut my hair at home. Yeah, like I can go to the barbershop and talk to everybody, hop in a barber chair and do what I gotta do. So it's like, man, I can go eat lunch. Oh my God. I'm vlogging. We're vlogging. We're vlogging. Oh, so it's all plant-based.
12 grams of protein.
It's coconut bacon. Like, coconut bacon. Like, when I tried it for the first time, it was like amazing. Like, it's crazy. I think it's just raising that awareness, man, and constantly got to stay on it. When you start doing something, you're consistent with it, people start to follow. Because unfortunately, a lot of our society are followers, and eventually they become leaders as leaders set examples of how you can become that leader. So I think it works out well for people like us to be able to, like you just said, to actually say, I'm not going to give up, and went in somewhere for a photo shoot after your photographer and got it. People want to see your consistency, and they once they have your name, they have to watch. They got to watch to make sure that when they invest into you, that they're investing into something good, because even though we're offering them a service, we're a product to them. And so for us to be a great product, we have to show consistency. And sometimes that's all. They like, yeah, I got your name, I know about you, but now let me see what you can do out here. Let me see what type of, how consistent you are on a day-to-day basis, whether it's posting on social media or getting out in the environment, and you're not just telling me something to get what I have to offer, but I want to know what you can have to offer. So it's like when you go to places and they say, if you meet somebody, most people that I like nowadays, they say, well, what can I do for you? You know what I mean? So those people are like, okay, well, what can I do for you? And you tell them, and they're like, okay, well, in the back of their head, well, I want to make sure you can do something for us. Even though we don't want you to tell us, we just want to make sure that we're going to invest in a product that's going to help our service. Coconut bacon, bro. Coconut bacon, like coconut bacon. So you guys artists? I seen y'all over here drawing and stuff. He did get you. He got y'all off guard. It got you off guard. So now I got your Instagram, we can put your name on there when we do it. So it took about, I'll say, about 3 years. Like, you know, I'm a single father. I had just got sole custody of my daughter like 3 months before my accident, and she was 2 at the time. So trying to adapt to being in a wheelchair and be a father, it was hard. And I really sunk into depression. Well, what I found was that, you know, I had to be strong for my daughter, and I had to be more than what she's seen every day when, you know, I was upset about life and thought life was over. And so instead, I just got empowered about life and realized that my life had just begun. And once I had that mentality, I literally go into anything and everything with a smile on my face because I know the blessing that I have in life. And I know that my daughter is seeing strength instead of weakness. So it was really like, it took about 3 years. You know, I was on bed rest for 2 years, and it was really like getting into nutrition and fitness and finding more and more about it. And it changed my life. It made me feel better. I had a better mindset, and that's all I needed, you know. So it was, yeah, but it was tough. It was tough, but I literally say that I had to go through all that because just to tell someone else and talk to them through empathy and not just sympathy, you know, and let people know I understand where you're going, what you're going through, but let me help you because I went through the same thing, and look at me today. So actually, I got shot multiple times walking back to my car. Like, it was an altercation, but the person that shot me was someone that I had never conversated with, talked to. Like, I didn't even know the man. When I got shot, I was looking at somebody I had never seen a day in my life. But hold on, I really feel that, you know, it's crazy, but I feel like he was heaven sent. And because he gave me life when he was trying to take my life. So I really feel like it was a plan set for me for all that to happen. And even though it was tragic in some people's mind, it was a blessing all the way around for me. I think it was because I found my purpose in my position, and I feel like a lot of people got to find their purpose. And when I had to challenge myself and push myself past limits that I had set mentally, I was able to become more and more empowered by what I was doing, and it made me love myself and accept everything about myself. And so now I don't make any excuses or, you know, about the challenges that I face, because I believe that those challenges are meaningful, you know. So now I accept challenge with a smile because I know that the universe has something great for me, and I believe that these particular challenges and obstacles that I have to face is only trying to stop the weak, and I'm so much stronger than that. So it's like, it's really just knowing yourself, and because I know who I am and I've accepted myself, like, I love being in a wheelchair. I love everything about me. I do not care about this wheelchair. It's awesome to me, and it changed my life, and it empowered me to do so much more. So I think if people can really figure out who they are and love themselves, like, the challenges that they face every day is not going to be hard. And you're not going to fall victim to your challenges, because you're going to find a way to embrace them and love every bit of it. Let me see. So the best way I can say it is, I'm a pretty cool guy on wheels, right? You know. So basically, I am a director for a nonprofit which is called the Disabled But Not Really Foundation, where I promote fitness and nutrition for people with disabilities. I found that fitness and nutrition changed my life. I was 230 pounds when I first got injured, so that was 6 years ago. So I've actually lost over 100 pounds, and now I'm an adaptive athlete. I compete nationwide in bodybuilding and CrossFit, and I do inspirational speaking to people with disabilities, as well as just the communities all around, and just trying to empower everyone, show people what being yourself can actually. My beard is epic, thank you. But you know, trying to teach people how to really find yourself and do what you love to do and be all that you can be within yourself, and how much power that brings. So it's like really just, I do a lot, and I love it every day to inspire and motivate. So that's I guess that's a brief background of myself. All right, what's up guys? So that was a little bit of an awesome journey for today. I hope you guys were inspired by some of the things that I do, as well as, you know, the meetings, and just know that on a day-to-day basis, man, we can do so much. And it's still late afternoon, and I'm about to head to the gym and do some awesome things there. So I'm looking forward to my couple hours in fitness. And
Kush to me, I'm up, I'm fucking up like jumping jacks. Ran a train on Jill Bean while my other dog was jumping jack. Here 2 cups around the way, you keep it G, you bumping out. Here anything else that made the XXL is something whack. You think you getting in my way, I'ma just say you puffing crack. Take the scissors to your shit, you get it, bitch, and cut the crap. Yeah, cut the crap, I tell him cut the crap. Yo, yo, yo. Cut the crap, tell him cut the crap. Yo, 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 yo. I hate these fake rappers, take the fucking gat and I'ma wet them dead. Million rappers better than me, it's just I ain't met them yet. Yes, some vets and some boys that spit without the opportunity. So tune into the streets to see they got the yapper. She want the dick and so I made her flip like fucking whopper. See this whole time I thought they motorcycle was they chopper. Hands they ain't got them, hands they ain't got them. You and your method speaking up to me like Saddam. You ain't get it, you ain't have to. I know all my bars, if you're smart at the manual. See my shit is hard in the yard when it freestyle. Please don't mention
Shelly,
never
she's in here playfully every day. Grinding. You know, you're not supposed to be pretty in the gym. Look at that. Yeah, so you gotta follow her at is it Cotonou?
Chomp. It's not Chan, it's Chomp.
Cotonou Chan. Cotonou, that's all I know. Well, stay tuned for the next vlog, but make sure you subscribe here and yeah, follow my journey.